Welcome back to Let's Play Faunasphere. During November, we are presenting the blueplanter sphere tour. Watson will be visiting different spheres on this tour, and your challenge is to find the pollution before Watson, or if there's any that he missed. Blueplanter does appreciate zapping in these spheres, so go ahead and zap. Let's see who he's going to visit today. Well, surprise, surprise, Watson looks kind of little here, doesn't he? Well, this is where we started the tour, and he headed off to Ambler's Faunasphere. We just reorganized the order that we're posting them in is all. So there's Moby, eggplant colored pink sawtooth pattern, and this must be the Tusker sphere. So Watson also found Mobo, a black gold dotted Tusker, and that was his first shot at pollution. You can see he was just a newborn, and he was pretty excited to look everything over. Now we decided to reorganize the order that these spheres were presented in due to blueplanter suggesting that we start with the blueplanter sphere, since that was the first sphere that was done. It sparked the imagination and created all these other wonderful spheres. You can see Watson was pretty frisky when he was a little baby, but he had to do more zapping to get the pollution at that stage. And he found a little pond. He's trying to figure out how to get to it. In the meantime, he finds Pride, a midnight scarlet dotted Tusker. And as a newborn fauna, he didn't have too much trouble spotting those big Tuskers, did he? And he's got a pretty keen nose for this pollution. Back when Faunasphere first got started, the players called this volution. I think that's kind of faded out of the terminology, though. But there's some trivia for you in case you didn't know it. Ooh, good job, Watson. When you're little like this and you hit some pollution that doesn't go away with only one zap, you might run by too fast if you're not paying attention and miss it. Ah, there's another little pond area, and I spotted the totem. Did you see it, Watson? Or did you forget you're supposed to be looking for the totems too? Oh, I see. You just needed to figure out how to get to it. Good job. And you can see at the top, when we were doing these videos, there were only 22 spheres. But when we got back after our trip in October, there were 2 more spheres completed. By the time these all get posted, who knows, there could be more spheres. And this is where we left our first message for blueplanter. We're starting a tour And you can go to the map if you need to see where the totem is hiding, or if there are paths you can't get around. But we're hoping that we don't have to do that very often. And at the top of the totem, it tells which sphere to go to next. So you can always click on that or the map to double check and see who's next on the tour. Now Watson gets back to business. And you can see the screen is just sliding up and down there. All right. Okay. I see all of the gold collar trophies and a beautiful waterfall. There's some pollution in it. Can you clean that up? Oh, sure he can. Well, very good job. Watson does his chores. We've got to give him kudos for that. And I see the den, but what kind of fauna is that? Is that a chomper I saw? We've got to find them and see. I see pollution. That looks like kind of a scary ledge. Can you get across it? See that pollution? Oh. Well, Watson grew up just by zapping pollution in these two spheres. But he couldn't get across that ledge. Let's see. Oh, they are chompers. This one's a midnight white speckled chomper. Here's another one. It's sassy, gold with black speckles. That's pretty impressive coloring. Cooling your paws. I see there's another chomper hiding up there. Can you catch him? Yep, it's Chuffle. Sky colored with pink speckles. Now, we're in a light sphere, and we still need to find the totem. Good boy, Watson. And he found his way up to that pollution, too. Oh, and I didn't even see that pollution hiding there. It was disguised by the hummock, whatever it is. Beautiful little cobblestone path to follow. Lots of springing flowers. I see the totem, Watson. It's hiding in there in all the flowers. So, we're going to try and buy as much of the product as we can. And we made a patron for a light. At this point, we needed to contact blueplanter and get her permission to publish this sphere tour. Which she gladly did. Now, dear viewer, are you watching? Are you seeing if Watson can see all the pollution? If he misses any, you might be able to spot it. Oh, he's standing in the water. He likes a lily pad. He can just float around. Ooh, good job, Watson. I didn't see that one. Well, Watson, is that about it for today? No, of course not. He has to find some extra. Oh! Good boy, good boy. He's almost filled up his first egg. Will he be able to do it? Oh. There are some beautiful spring trees here. Well, folks, I think that's about it for today. So thank you for joining us on the blueplanter Sphere Tour. Remember, you can go out and do this tour too. And we're going to be busy trying to make patron at all these totems. So we'll see you again next time on Let's Play Faunasphere.